Morning, tubbers. It is Saturday, the 10th of June. That's right, Saturday. I worked Thursday and I did an extra long day. 15 hours, used all but 5 of my 15 hours up. For a company out of Nottingham. Now this company I normally work for out of Nottingham, they're not too bad, etc. But they were subbing to another company out of Nottingham. A big company out of Nottingham, who are a big company in the industry. And those of the know the industry will know what I'm talking about when I say their lorries are navy blue, all navy blue. So, and there's 2 initials, and both of them are hard to pronounce. So yeah, you're welcome to comment below and put your guesses in. But yeah, and I picked this manifest up to this company in Nottingham. It was an early start, 5 AM, and there was 10 drops, not a problem there, 11 collections, and that's 21 in total. And they weren't all right next to each other. I admitted they were grouped. So I did. First drop was Nottingham itself, then Derby to Burton-on-Trent, Burton-on-Trent to Swadlincote, then back again. And it was always going to be a big ask. That's Hgv. That lorry just coming out there is the same company that I'm in this 8-tonner, which is a reclassified 7.5 tonner. So I'll go in and see him. I'll catch you again in a minute. We shall finish. Yes, as I was saying, I'm in a 7.5 tonner that's been uprated on account of the body. The body's heavier because it's slightly wider because it's insulated, and it's got the fridge unit on it. So yeah, it's an uprated 7.5 tonner. I got 3 pallets on board, and they're going to Bow in London, right in middle. Yeah, it's Saturday morning, and it's not the 10th, it's the 11th.
After 800 yards, cross the roundabout. 3rd exit.
Well, yeah, this company I drove for the other day out of Nottingham, Thursday. 10 drops and 11 collections. It's a bit excessive, to be fair.
Cross the roundabout. 3rd exit.
They're all a bit spread out. None of them are straightforward because some of them you have to find them. You know, if it's not your route, if it's not a familiar route, then everything takes just that little bit longer just to find.
Take the exit.
Simple.
Then exit ahead.
So it became clear at about 3:30, 4 o'clock that I wasn't going to get all the collections done. Now, generally on the pallet networks, what will happen is you'll deliver your load, usually in the region of 14 pallets. They very rarely leave without a full load. And then when you've done, they'll start sending you collections, and you get as many collections as you've done before closing time, if you will. Take it back to the yard, get tipped. That's it. This place, you were collecting as you were delivering. Now, your first thought will be, if you're not qualified yet, is, yeah, that seems about right. But the only problem is, if you've got a tail lift,
After 800 yards, take the exit.
and a
Then
pump,
go left on the roundabout.
But if you've got a pump truck and a tail lift, those
Take the exit.
collections
Then go left on the roundabout.
are going to get in your way. You have to faff around moving stuff. So, it's a pain in the bum. So anyway, it got clear that one of the deliveries was failed because I rung them up. By the time I got there, they'd have been closed. Nothing I can do about that. And
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout.
Failed.
Second exit.
I wasn't going to get to them either.
Go left on the roundabout. Second exit.
Now the key was, from my perspective, is that I kept their transport office informed.
Take the exit. Then take the motorway. It's time to
I
cruise.
told them where I was. Bearing in mind, in the middle of all these deliveries, they had one time delivery. Now what that means is that there's a window, let's say from 2 till 3:30, and you've got to get that load there by then, else there's a penalty. So instead of going from Derby straight to Burton, I went from Derby into Swadlincote, where I got stuck in traffic because they were spraying the roads with bitumen and covering them in granite chips, and it was gridlocked. I can't help that. It's not something that you can plan for. You get stuck in traffic, you get stuck in traffic. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, I kept the yard informed. I mean, you don't want to keep phoning them every 5 minutes because you become a pest, do you? But yeah, every now and again I phone them up and say, look, I'm at such and such. Here's your names, your signatures, etc. So you can sign that off. And yeah, no problem. The guy on the phone was absolutely fine with everything. Then I'm running close to my hours at this point. I get back to this place in Nottingham. It's a big yard. I think I got back just before 7. Bear in mind I started at 5 in the morning, and I'd got until realistically 8:15 to get tipped here and then get back to the yard where the truck was on. And it was going to be a push. So I went up to transport, and this smarmy, there's always one, what happened? I said, what do you mean what happened? He said, you didn't get everything done. I said, mate, there was 11 collections and 10 drops. He said, yeah. I said, well, I know you've got times of your schedule how it should go. He said, yeah, we have. I said, well, it doesn't always work like that, does it? I said, you don't account for traffic, or you'll go to a place, i.e. Derby Royal. There's no sign on the front. There's a big sign telling you exactly where everything is on that site. Yeah? X-ray department, A&N, Oscopology, whatever. It's all there. But absolutely, and I mean this, nothing saying deliveries that way. So I'm trundling about looking for a rear engine. That's wasted 20 minutes there. So, and these are the problems that you run into. As we discussed before, not everywhere is this clearly signposted as it ought to be, and it becomes a problem to you. If it's not your route, if you're not familiar, then it's going to take you longer. That's just fact. So this company just asked for their pound of flesh, and it was too much. But yeah, the fact that I'd spent 15 hours out on the road trying to get their jobs done didn't mean diddly squat. when I got back there, it was, why did you, how come it didn't all get done? And I wasn't ever so polite in my reply. So, yeah. So as a result, I was booked in for the next day on the same job, but I was supposed to start at 5:30. Well, I can't, for reasons that I'll let you know later on in my vlogs. There's something I want to tell you, but not yet. I didn't sleep very well the night before these deliveries. I only had 2.5 hours sleep, but I went out, got the job done. A couple of Red Bulls kept me going, and I would have had to reduce my rest period to 9 hours. Now, bearing in mind the yard that I was driving for is an hour, best part of an hour away from where I live. So you got take 2 hours off that 9 straight away. That's 7 hours. When you've only had 2.5 hours the night before, plus the fact I had to go to B&Q because I had to turn the water off. We had a problem, a leak. I put a new stopcock, one of the old ball valves, in the header tank. I had a problem with that, and the joint was leaking, and I went to nip it up, and the guy that installed our new boiler and the upgrades to deal with that new boiler, he'd sold some copper pipes in place, and he'd not done a very good job. They were dry joints, i.e. he'd not used flux to do it or anything. So I tightened it, it moved a joint, I got water spraying out on me. Not good. So my wife and my son had already gone without water all day, so I had to turn it off at the stopcock because there's no isolation valve to turn off. So yeah, so I then had to go to B&Q to get parts to do that. Got back, I needed a T-piece, I hadn't got one. That was it, I wasn't going to be able to do it. I was tired, and I'd already cancelled the job off with my boss, saying, look, I'm not going to get, I'm not going to be able to get it for R5. He said, well, okay, I'll take you off that. He said, but I will need you to work tomorrow. I went, okay. Anyway, I guess this problem with the plumbing, so I didn't get to bed later. So I texted him saying, don't call me early, or don't call me if you don't need to, need to sleep. Something along them lines. Plumbing a problem. Now, unbeknownst to me, I sent him a picture with that showing him the plumbing, because I don't like people think I'm lying. And he couldn't receive multimedia. I didn't know that. So in short, he didn't get the message, or he didn't get the full message. So yeah. So yeah, I get a phone call at 5:30 in the morning, and I ignored it, and it rung again, and I ignored it. Then it rung again at 6 o'clock. Morning, sleepyhead. Morning, Rob. Did you not get my text message? He goes, no, what? I said I didn't want calling early because I was up on, trying to fix my plumbing on the back of a 15-hour day. Oh God! And he went off on one. I'd got him on loudspeaker, and my wife heard all of it. I said, look, mate. I said I didn't sleep well the night before. I only had 2.5 hours sleep. I didn't. I've had a long day, and then I've had to do my plumbing. Plus, on the top of all that, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I got acid reflux. I don't know if any of you know what acid reflux is, but please, whatever you do not confuse it with indigestion or an acid burn. No. The best way I can describe acid reflux is, you've all seen the film Aliens, right? Where whoever it is in the operating theatre, not very well, and the alien bursts out of his stomach, out of here. It feels like there's an alien inside you trying to get out, and I'm not even kidding with you. My wife's been through childbirth, and she said that she's had acid reflux, and she said that she'd go through labour any time, and it is a horrible, nasty pain. So yeah, that woke me up. It turns out I thought I'd taken some ibuprofen, but what I had actually taken was 2 of my wife's cocodamol, and they didn't agree with me, hence the reflux. So yeah, I had 2 really bad nights sleep, and I strongly felt that I was not safe to go out on the road. That was it. I'm not going out there and putting people in danger just because somebody's busy, just because a client's got expectations. I'm sorry, but crap happens, and I was super duper tired. In fact, I had to go and get a T-piece for my plumbing and a pipe cutter. And my wife drove me down. I said, I don't want to drive. I don't want to get in the car. So that was that. So yeah, we had a bit of a spat, almost. I mean, I shrugged it off because I know what my boss is like. He gets, when he's under pressure, he gets a bit antsy. And he's telling me about, you know, clients that are going to go elsewhere, etc, etc. Well, it's not, due respect, mate, it's not my problem. Yeah, I made 100% the right choice, not going out yesterday, not driving. I need the money, but not at any cost, and that's the decision. I put my big boy's head on, and I made the decision I was not driving, not safe to drive. And that's exactly what you should do. You'll do your CPC training, and this is what you taught. There's a reason you taught it. It's because if you fall to sleep behind one of these things, you're going to do a lot of damage, or your brain's just not reacting. It's like being drunk, driving whilst tired. You should never do it. I mean, you'll all get a bit groggy when you're out there, long day, etc. There's a difference. When you're physically tired, you can't take a lorry out, whatever the repercussions are. Your company can sack you. They wouldn't be worth working for if they wanted you to send you out and you felt you were in a danger. Look at that fella that, I think he was in a Land Rover, took that trailer. Fell asleep at the wheel. Not too bad, and you know, on the motorway. Only got himself really to get into trouble. Well, he didn't. He went down an embankment and across the railway line, straddled the railway line. Along come a train, and as you all know, derailed, killing several people. So this is the net result, what we're trying to avoid. It's whizzing it down. Well, yeah, I had yesterday off, and I felt 100% comfortable I've made the right decision. So today I'm out for a company out of Mansfield, just near Mansfield anyway, and I'm going down to London. It's like I've got a magnet to London at the minute. And then tomorrow I'm working Sunday as well. There'll be a Sunday edition, but I I don't know what the load is tomorrow. I won't know till I get there. Just look at it. What happened to my sunshine? Where's it gone? that had a balcony, and I put this hammock on the balcony, and it was the nicest thing in the world. Just hard day, chilling out in a hammock, totally supported, just gently swinging backwards and forwards. Bliss. I've ordered a hammock the other day, so yesterday I built like an outdoor garden room, complete with fireplace, roof, big glass panels in it, everything. Well, I strung it between the diagonal posts, corner to corner. Wicked. So a lovely, nice day yesterday, nice and warm, chilling out in the hammock. Today, I'm not going to get any hammock swinging done, am I? Hey? Right, I'll catch you later. You don't want to look at that. Just visibility is down to 200 yards. Rubbish. Toodles! We are down in London, aren't we? As you've probably just seen. And I've got 3 pallets to come off, and these guys are on a break at the minute, so I've got to wait till 9:30. It's 20 past 9 at the minute. Now, 1 minute. All them sandwiches going in the bin. All the starving people in the world, all them sandwiches going in the bin because they'll be a day out of date. Criminal, isn't it? And do you know what? Best part about it is, I know they can't sell them, but you could eat them sandwiches a couple of days later and you'd be absolutely fine. Trust me, somebody that spent 25 years at catering, you'd be absolutely fine. Anyway, you know how architecture's my thing. I love the detail. I love... What? The aliens are coming. I'm in a crappy Hgv today. What's making that noise? Please tell me you heard that. But I went to turn the heater down earlier, and the knob's down there, look. I mean, I'm sure it just clicks back on. It's not the point, is it? No. Yeah. This is what I don't like about Hgvs, and this lorry's dirty, by the way. Look. Look. This is what Hgvs are always like. They self-destruct. Anyway, yes. Architecture is my thing. And sometimes it's in the detail. I'm here. And some things have been designed and their functionality is pretty basic. What this piece of architecture does, this structure, it didn't need this much detail. But it's the kind of effort that we used to put into building things. Right, you ready? Alright, you're going to take a quick look at them and you're going to go, yeah, right, what of it? But look at the detail again, yeah? Each post, finials, and the detail in it, all cast iron. A massive amount of detail in that. And the reason I mention it is because those things there, some of you will know, they contain gas. And what their job is to keep gas pressure in the line. That's their job. You'll see them come up, you'll see them go down, and that's how it keeps the pressure in the line, keeps a steady flow of gas. And you'll see them up and down the country, but I've never seen one with so much detail. Like, obscene amount of detail. I know these have fallen into disrepair and they need painting, etc. But it's an obscene amount of detail for something that is an industrial purpose. I know I'm boring you again, but it's just my thing, alright? Oh, look. That steering's locked. Steering's locked, look. It's Hgv. Yes, took one wrong turn on the way down here. It cost me 10 minutes. I should have been 10 minutes ago, but that's no biggie. I'm getting cheesed off with this TomTom. I took one little wrong turn off left because it says keep left, but if he'd just shut his mouth, I'd have carried on going the way I was going. Well, it's a keep left. I thought, oh, and it kind of, there was a slit road off, then the lane, there's two lanes, and one of them split off into another turn off immediately after that. And this is what I thought he meant, but no, utter wrong direction at utter the wrong time, and I went off. No biggie. But I thought, well, instantly I thought, well, I'll get off at the next slit road, spin it round. And you really need to put that cigarette out, right, Matt, because you're in a food service place, buddy. Yes? Dipstick. Yeah. I'll come off the next slip road, do a U-ing, come back. No biggie, is it? But TomTom, I was watching it, and it took bloody ages to figure out a reroute. Like, if I'd have done that with Google Maps, it would have found another route like that, and I do mean like that, no problem at all. But not only did it struggle to find another route, but it seemed to just freeze for about 5 minutes. It took it absolute blinking ages. I am not impressed with it. I could not recommend it for you. If somebody, you know, says to, you know, what do you think to the Trucker 6000? I say stick to Google Maps. It's free. I'm most disappointed. Most disappointed. Didn't meet my expectations, and I had expectations because it was such a lot of money. You see, such a lot of money. One's higher in these expectations. Dude, you're in a food service industry. Oh, dude. Beggar's belief. If one of the supervisors catching him doing that, they'll chuck him off site. Smoking in designated areas only. He doesn't look the sharpest tool in the drawer, if you get my gist. I left Nottingham and it was absolutely buzzing it down, but down here it's not three bad. A bit overcast. You see the footage earlier, it was hazy over London, but it's not. It's certainly better than it was up in Nottingham. So yeah, I shall give the yard a call when I've been tipped here, head home. So if you've got anything for me, send it through to my phone and we'll deal with it. But that's about it. That's London done. Sit rep. I'm still at that sandwich place. I've been tipped, I'm just waiting on paperwork now. They have to take the produce in and check it off and whatnot, and it takes them ages, and they're not the fastest at cats. But yeah, so I'm just waiting now. I just had a chat with the lorry drivers. You do, you tend to stand about, have a bit of a moan or whatever, how long they're taking. It's standard procedure. I mean, usually what happens is the drivers start moaning how long they're taking, and I'm thinking, well, it makes no odds to me because I'm getting paid, but you join in just because it's the done thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I was chatting to this fella, and he just poured his heart out to me, bless him. And I'm not sharing his deepest, darkest secrets to you, anything like that, but he made me think. Most of us will have some sort of retirement plan. Get your words out, boy. Be it a loose base plan or something that you've always wanted to do, like your dream, if you will. And this turns out this fella's dream is similar to mine. Same sort of thing, and he's sort of achieved it in a way. And he got this holiday home down in Devon, Brixham, and a boat in the harbour. And he, ex-truck mechanic, found it a bit tough on the old joints and whatnot as it gets. I mean, he's 62, I think he said he was. And he was struggling, so he had a HGV licence from back when. So he's just doing a couple, 2 or 3 years before he retires. But he went on to say that his wife, back in 2013, got cancer, and she passed away, I think, last year. So all of a sudden, his dream doesn't mean anything to him anymore. Like, his kids have been telling him, oh, why don't you go down to the holiday home anymore? And he shoved it off as, oh, he hasn't got time. But I guarantee you it'll be because that dream doesn't mean anything now, because his wife can't share it with him. That was their dream. Oh, look at this pussycat, look. He's just had a snooze somewhere, he's come out. He's an old boy, look, you see him? Oh, bless him. Covered in fleas, no doubt. Anyway, get sidetracked. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a stray, bit of a jack the lad living on the street looking at him. Oh, he's got fleas, he's itching. Oh. Yeah, so all of a sudden this gentleman's dream doesn't feel like that anymore, and he's something he's worked for all his working life. Spent 30 years working for one company. His wife spent 30 years working for another company, and sadly passed away. So it's, you know, it's like his dreams been snatched away from him, and that's cruel, that is. But it does make you think that, you know, you're not always best putting your eggs into one basket. And because my dad did the same thing. My dad had his own business, worked very hard. Then he got a heart problem, and he had a triple heart bypass, and he got so far. I was living in the Cayman Islands at the time, so I was commuting to and from, which is, it's not a commuter route, let me tell you. So he had this triple heart bypass, and then my mum rung up one day they found a lump, but she felt it was benign, so she wasn't worried. So she didn't worry me. And it turns out it wasn't. It was malignant. He got cancer in the esophagus. And within 3 or 4 months, my father had passed. So, and his dream was to retire and work on steam engines. He always had a fascination for steam engines. He bought 3 steam engines. And when I say steam engines, I don't mean steam roller type things. I mean the kind of thing that powered industry, like out in the field, that powered it like a conveyor belt or whatever, a water pump, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was his dream, and he bought a couple of these steam engines, took them into a shed, and before long he got them running, and you could see it, you know, that's the way he was. And he wanted a big steam engine, like a steamroller or a steam traction engine, and that was his dream. That's what he'd have done. He'd have been happy with that, but he got that snatched away. So it really does make you think, well, maybe you should just get on with life now, have as much fun as you can now. Obviously you've got to be a bit frugal at times, but live it now, I think, would be the best advice, eh? But no, he's... Bless you. I felt like he needed to let that out, you know what I mean? But yeah. What a tea tomorrow, eh? Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. If I ever get out of here. Oh, somebody's coming. Bye. Remember what I said about TomTom? How sometimes it takes forever. Well, I've drove out of that industrial area there, and it still hasn't found a route for me. It must have seriously 3 or 4 minutes now. I'm being absolutely serious with you. 3 or 4 minutes, and it's just doing nothing. It's just not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. Now, gone back. No, I mean, honestly, it's taking the bleeding Michael. TomTom, you suck. I think Canary Wharf. Near it.
Drop down, baby, let your daddy see. Drop down, my lady, and just dream of me. Will my mama allow me to roll around all night long? Will I be look like I'm crazy? I should do right from wrong. See me coming through your penthouse door. Ain't no stranger done been this way before. See me coming, mama, through your penthouse. shake 'em on down. Shake it, shake. Custard pie, yeah, sweet and nice. When you cut it, mama, save me a slice. Your custard pie, yeah, I declare. You're sweet and nice, like your custard pie. When you cut it, mama, please save me a slice. Oh, I chew a piece of your custard pie. I chew on a piece of your custard pie. I chew on a piece of your custard pie. I chew on a piece of your custard pie. Drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down, drop down. Chew on a piece of your custard pie. Chew on a piece of your custard pie.
Mansfield, Nottingham, Nottingham to London, London to Mansfield. Done.